has a mood of its own. They just don't get on, besides which Tottenham need this one win. And Johnson's hurriedly onto it. Solanke's through the middle. Son's there too. Johnson, Solanke! It's a Tottenham Hotspur flyer! And Cucurella hangs his head.
Yeah, big mistake by that man.
Kulusevski's onto it. Dejan Kulusevski!
Oh!
Has squeezed it in, and Spurs are 2 to the good in next to no time. Sancho, oh, terrific goal. That is a piercing hit. This is a gripping game.
Well, I said the thing that could keep Chelsea going is the fact that Tottenham give you the
Since joining. It's Salmo! It's pretty close.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Cucurella. Fernandes!
It was in.
That's taken a coat of paint. Fiddled through for Caicedo! Bissouma's challenge. Penalty kick. Right on the hour. Cole Palmer is the man. And Chelsea are right back where they started.
Yeah, never mind penalties. Even when he gets a decent chance, you never expect this player to miss.
Behind him. And this is Son Heung-min!
I'm not having that.
Cole Palmer, lovely change of direction. Enzo Fernandez! 2-0 down, 3-2 up! Chelsea are tormenting Tottenham again.
Penalty.
Palmer with Sorry at his back, it's a penalty.
Of course it's a penalty.
Cole Palmer. Oh! Ice cold. And Chelsea are right in the thick of the title debate. Maddison round the back. James Maddison, Son! 3 fabulous football match, and Chelsea are living their best lives. Chelsea are central. Chelsea has a mood of its own.
Ball forwards here, seeking Sharda, and it runs just wide off Luke Shaw. Put their foot on the pedal early on here. It comes across, breaks at the back post, lifted over the top by Sharda. He was on the...
It's a big thing.
There's a spectator watching on today. He's got Nacho's dangerous ball in, is tucked home beautifully by Mason Mount. Well, they threatened little. But this much-changed Manchester United team strike first here. Can he get to the loose ball first? He nods it on. It's flipped forwards and in by Mikkel Damsgaard. Well, it wasn't too pretty, but they all count the same, and Brentford will feel their good value for the leveller. De Ligt has stayed down. Brentford are playing on. Norgard's ball to the back post and headed in by Kevin Sharda. Well, he rose so high. And his header out of the reach of Altay Bayındır. Manchester United's players aren't happy. They're surrounding the referee right now. But Brentford have... But Sharda, Kevin Sharda, pushed away by Bayındır. Reaching out to his left. Upon by Damsgaard, and Bumo just going to curl it to the back post where he finds Kevin Sharda, and there's comfort in the scoreline now for Brentford. Second of the day for Kevin Sharda, and with 20 minutes left to play, it is looking very good now for Thomas Frank's team.
Or on the free kick.
Brentford looking to find a fourth here. Brilliant ball across. Wissers there! What a day this is turning into for Brentford. Yet another goal for Johan Wissa. Minutes left to play. Still applause for Coyote as he comes across. Brilliant finish from Garnacho. Is this game over? A stunning strike from Alejandro Garnacho. Just over 8 minutes left to play. Well, it's Ahmad tiptoeing his way and then breaking his way into the Brentford box, and it beats Mark Flecken. 3 minutes left to play as Ahmad makes it 4-3. Could they, from 4-1 down, still salvage something? Key points in their push to bring European football here to the G-Tech Community Stadium. Thomas Franks.
Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own.
Corner, sent in by Palmer. It's a decent delivery to the back post. And what a start for Chelsea. What a start for Jackson. The opening 2 minutes. And the Blues straight out of the blocks.
It's an absolute dream start.
It's Acuna with Wolves' corner. That's not a bad one. Wide it goes. Up went Mosquera. And Wolves win that back for Wolves. Ain't Nori. Oh, lovely feet. Ain't Nori pouring it through. Lovely goal for Wolves. Lamela for Wolves. And Acuna, who scored a hat-trick at Stamford Bridge last season, scores at home in this new season. They're carving Chelsea open here. Cunha again, and it's deflected onto the crossbar. Sellers might be caught out here. Thomas, class! Chelsea taking advantage on the break, and Cole Palmer perfect again.
Oh my word, have I just seen?
Nori clips it in. Madueke, Chelsea looking for another early goal in this half, and they've got it. Madueke, public enemy number 1 in Wolverhampton, but the hero for Chelsea at the start of the second half. The goals keep coming. Palmer, Madueke to his right, and Palmer slips him in. Madueke again. Chelsea today, Noni Madueke. It's 4. Here comes Chelsea again. Palmer, will it be a hat-trick of assists? Will it be a hat-trick for Madueke? It will be. The wonder of Madueke. Wolves' worst enemy in more ways than one. But a memorable hat-trick. And Neto, he pulls it back. Felix! Back at Chelsea. Back on a score sheet for Chelsea. 6 for Chelsea. Quite the away day.
Seb, can you...
Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own.
By Calvert-Lewin. And Kepa makes the save.
Right at him.
Works it to him nicely. And it's dropped for Michael Keane! A wave of relief around Goodison Park. They have their first goal of the season. Harrison, Seamus Coleman! Lifts it over. Did Kepa get a touch? Really settled in quickly at Everton. Dwight McNeil. Calvert-Lewin! The spirit of Goodison Park considerably lifted by 2 quick goals. Cliver Utara. Oh, it's in! They have got to go back from Semenya, and that may well lead to a nervous finale at Goodison.
What a great ball in.
Clivert waiting in the middle, and Lewis Cook arrives! An extraordinary comeback from Bournemouth, from 2-0 down to 2-2, just like that, and Everton will be absolutely kicking themselves to bits. And Semenya, Pickford saves again!
What a strike from Semenya!
Bournemouth to pinch the points. Cliver hoisting it in, and Sinisterra has done it! One of the most extraordinary comebacks in Premier League history! 3 goals in a matter of minutes, right at the end!
Isak back there, McAllister takes it on! And only the post stops him from opening the scoring. Oh, what a strike! And it pings the post.
Joy down this side.
Guimaraes. Isak! Wow! What a strike! St James's Park loves that! Quite the noise! Greeting... Salah. Up against Hall. Oh, he's pulled it back for Jones! Brilliant finish! Improvisation from Curtis Jones. Neatly. Might get on the end of it here! And they were throwing themselves in the way to get back on side. Here he goes. Gordon maybe. Gordon goes for it and scores! It's a classic Premier League matchup. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's Salah! It's Liverpool! Game after game, goal after goal, time after time, he is Liverpool's shining light. Jones, Alexander-Arnold, Salah on the spin! He has done it again! He always seems to do it for Liverpool. And they have found a way to lead on Tyneside with minutes to spare. Currently being held. In from Guimaraes. Kelleher decides to leave it! And that was the wrong decision! Fabian Schär! There is another twist in the tail at St James's Park. And maybe between these two, who always produce the goods when they face off. Alexander.
Chelsea has a mood of its own. Oh, he's been allowed to go here, Dwight McNeil. And McNeil got a shot away and scored a super goal! Well, that has stuck a pin in Villa's balloon. Amadou Onana is floored.
Free kick, edge of the box stuff.
In by McNeil, Calvert-Lewin got big! And Everton are 2 to the good at the Villa. Onana. Dean. Watkins! Holt end! Feeling it again! How Ollie Watkins has thirsted for that! Aston Villa bang back in it. Well, Calvert-Lewin is on his way, and it's taken off his toe by Konsa.
What a chap.
Tielemans beautifully weighted, and Watkins! 2 each! He's firing again! And once again, a 2-goal Everton lead has gone missing. And Matson's in behind. He set it back for Watkins! And another one has got away. Tielemans, Barkley. Duran! Oh, wonderful! Just wonderful! That is a princely strike from John Duran! Open mouth or it's on his way. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin! He's hit the crossbar. It's a mad game, deserving of an adjective superior to glorious. It was a simply wondrous. Dejan Kulusevski and Papsar skips it wide. Salah against the crossbar. Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool's lead. Luis Diaz breaks through. As they enhance their level of comfort at the top of the Premier League. Andy Robertson, Szoboszlai's up, Liverpool are 2 up. Alexis McAllister's tiptoed in. And the Reds are in the right place.
Well, if the rest are watching, it's as good a 35 minutes.
Maddison has it back. It's James Maddison! And Tottenham have an interest.
Well, they're asking for foul. Van Dijk's not happy at all. McAllister's on the ground. He wants a free kick. He isn't going to get one, I don't think.
Going to be there first, and Diaz is beyond him. It's Salah. It's Szoboszlai! It's a smooth Liverpool goal. And they march way out in front again in the seconds up to half-time. Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, Szoboszlai, Salah! They're tearing it up in London town. Liverpool irrepressible. 1-4. And Liverpool are hungry for more. And Szoboszlai and Salah and 5. This is a creep.
What he does rely upon is outstanding one-on-one, quick.
Solanke, Kulusevski!
Well, I definitely have to go and score 4 or 5, that's the thing.
Well, it's a sharp goal. It's a really good... Bergvall. Johnson. Solanke! 3-5. Who's keeping count?
Well, this is typical Tottenham.
Szoboszlai, Salah, Diaz! It's crazy, it's fun, it's 6 for Liverpool. Are you not entertained? Through neutralise, and indeed especially through Liverpudlian eyes. It's been fun, it's been chaos. Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own.
Martinelli, Leicester opened up. And Martinelli snatched at the chance when it... Saka. Timber. Arsenal in front. Swept in front by Gabriel Martinelli, who squandered an earlier chance, but made sure there. It's taken 20 minutes. Martinelli. Put away in style by Leandro Trossard. Arsenal with more breathing space now. A struggle to make the initial breakthrough. Against some pressure on the Arsenal back line. Man Utd with a free kick. And Leicester pulled a goal back. Arsenal dumbfounded. Totally dumbfounded. It was and two very good saves before Arsenal squander the chance to claim their third. Lovely turn by Saka. And off the post. And out for a goal kick. And Didi. Oh, it's beautifully done. That is magnificent from James Justin. Oh, what a sensational goal. His first one might have been a bit fortunate, but that was top draw. Brilliantly executed by James Justin. And from 2-0 down, another brilliant save. Fabulous save by Hermansen, this time to keep out havoc. Given away by Hermansen. Trossard! Defied by the goalkeeper, who certainly made up for it. Saliba almost on the toes of the goalkeeper this time. And it's gone in! Leandro Trossard takes the acclaim. The late show from Arsenal at the Emirates. Confronted by Fass. Flag has gone up. Goal has been disallowed. Well, Leicester were gambling to emerge from this one with the win to keep the pressure on Manchester City.
Caicedo, in danger of overplaying there, Chelsea, and Sanchez has come and it's gone in. The goalkeeper didn't make it. Jorginho Ruta doesn't know a lot about it. But Brighton have a shot lead here. And Welbeck plays it in, and Sanchez makes an instinctive save. Took a deflection, it was heading into the back of the net. This is Palmer! Post. Chelsea so close to an equaliser. Not a good one. Jackson's away for Chelsea, and Jackson squares it. And this will be the third time of asking. A goal this afternoon for Cole Palmer. His first at Stamford Bridge this season. Sancho again. Fernandes. Sancho goes down. They want a penalty, and they've got it. See in the Premier League. It's a perfect 10. And you wait weeks for your first Stamford Bridge goal. It is Palmer! Oh, wow! He's had a slow start to the season in front of goal. But he's now back to hat-trick in 30 incredible minutes here at Stamford Bridge. Confirmation there of a yellow card for Hinchelwood, and an opportunity for Brighton. It's 3-2. Believers scored. This is unreal, this game now. Another error. Up towards Welbeck, it didn't get there. The shot will come in from Believer again. What a save from Sancho. This time by the Brighton goalkeeper, Verbruggen. Sancho, it's Palmer again! Those shots fall now, and it's not even half-time. This is one of the great Premier League halves from an individual. 4 goals for Chelsea, all in the first half. Given away to Bernardo Silva. Where's it going to bounce? To Gundogan! A whisker away from an opener in. Here's Haaland galloping on and through! Well, the chances are coming. In towards Gundogan! Well, he took a little moment to get his bearings. This is Iwobi now. Jimenez again, trying to create one for Pereira! It's beautifully made! And he took it well too! Fulham's season is going from strength to strength, and now they're having a go at the champions!
Well, incredible
Run, Traore free in the middle, here he is! Oh! How on earth wasn't that two?
Good ball needed.
Diaz rising. Kovacic! Absolutely thumped it through the crowd. Well, they can play with such panache, but sometimes you just need the power. Ball over from Foden. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic! Oh, he enjoyed that one. And so did the Etihad. It hasn't taken Manchester City long to click into gear in the second half. Haaland prowling, Sander Berge away, Rico Lewis! Well, it just took a nick. Options gathering in the middle, he fancies it himself! Oh, that is fantastic! And that probably sees off Fulham. A strike of real quality. Nelson. Muniz. In. Fulham lifeline. And a big moment for him after such a productive end to last season. It's a first goal. That's it. The champions back on the Premier League winning trail.
Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own.
Off the crossbar, what a chance that was, it's still not cleared, and then it's put wide. Well, Southampton quickly, and Walker-Peters from the free kick is striding forwards the edge of the box, and he slipped in Manning's cross, it's 1-0, turned home by Cameron Archer. Southampton with the early goal in this fixture this season at St Mary's. They took the free kick quickly, and it caught left.
And look goalwards, but Walker-Peters trying to do that.
Yeah, and he's got beyond Justin, and he pulls it back, and it's 2-0. Joe Aribo from an almost identical position to where Cameron Archer swept home has done the same. Leicester beaten down their right hand.
Even though Southampton.
Here comes the long throw. Downs is there. What a save from Hermansen. Well, he stopped it. It's to Christensen, lovely ball. El Kanu shoots, it's off the post. That would have been special. El Kanu thought he'd scored. It hits the onto his left foot, cuts inside, shoots from a long way out and doesn't miss by much. Wow, he can hit them on that left foot. Now, can he beat Ryan Fraser here, who is now the left wing back? He can. He gets to the byline. He cuts it back, and Buonanotte has scored. Game on. Abdel Fattawu, what an impact off the bench. The Leicester players turn to the travelling fans and say this one is not over yet. 64 gone. Here's Fattawu shooting from miles out. He's hit the underside of the bar. Oh, that would have been incredibly sweet. Loves scoring against Southampton. He's up against Aaron Ramsdale from the spot. Right footed, scores. Brilliant power. Jamie Vardy makes it 2-2. And against 10 men, Leicester are now dreaming of winning it. Into Ndidi, back to D Cordova-Reid, all full for Buonanotte! Oh, he's fired wide. Was that the chance? Leicester were 2-0 down. Can they win it with the last attack? Here it comes. It's back to Ayew. Ayew shot, it's in! Jordan Ayew with the last kick of the game. It is an away day for the ages at St Mary's. And the away end is going absolutely quite unbelievable. The winning goal from Jordan Ayew. Steve Cooper walks on.
More direct opposition. Here's Hurst for Smodics, opens up for him, and Sammy Smodics scores for Ipswich Town. In search of their first win back in the Premier League. They hit the front in West London. Lovely ball, opens up here for Hurst. They're in again, and Ipswich double their lead. George Hurst, on his first ever Premier League start, scores his first ever Premier League goal. And Town are 2 up. Might open up at the other end. Janelt striding forward. Wisser in the middle. Brentford back in the game. How they needed that before half-time. Johan Wisser returning to the starting lineup after in on goal. Wisser, it's there. And just like that, it's 2-2. Potter taking on Clark. Did he bring him down in the box there? It was close. And it's going to be given, is it? Brian Mbeumo does score. He rarely misses at the moment. And from 2 behind, Brentford lead. A role reversal from recent weeks. But 5 more minutes plus whatever is added on at the end to try and salvage this. And it goes towards the left. Liam Delap's got the touch to it. And Ipswich Town are back on terms. Their top scorer off the subs bench to have his say in the scoring, and what a significant say. It's 3-3. Jensen with a deeper delivery. Pinnock rising on, is thumped over the top. He caught it, this is Brian Mbeumo. And it goes from Mbeumo, and in it goes from Mbeumo. Astonishing. 4-3. Seconds of stoppage time. There has won the ball back here. They couldn't, could they? Oh! A fraction away from 4-4.
Fortunate for Brentford at the end, but what a good game of football.
Breathless stuff right the way to the whistle.
Some of these chances, exactly. Oh, terrible mistake, and Liverpool have capitalised on it with Szoboszlai. Southampton again determined to play out from the back. Such a familiar story. Szoboszlai rifles it in. There's an immediate inquest in the Southampton penalty area. But that's a goal that leads to Liverpool having the lead. And Lallana letting it run. Here's Downs. Good save. It's an outstanding stop from Kelleher. Not just getting... And the youngster driving forward and taking it on and going down on the edge of the penalty area or in it. It's Armstrong against Kelleher, who saved one on international duty against Finland in the week. And saves another. Armstrong puts the rebound in for 1-1 though.
Well, it's a big smile now, but there was a split second, wasn't it?
Dibbling has found it. Here's Adam Armstrong. 3-back goal side very quickly, but it's put in by Fernandez. What a turnaround this afternoon, and what a turnaround in the form book. No flag against Salah yet, he's put it in, will it count? Liverpool fans celebrate. It's close to being offside, but Salah gets the ball past McCarthy, and it could be 2-2. Robertson with the corner. McCarthy with a fine save. Diaz denied. Salah curving it in. It's an awkward one, hit a hand. Penalty. St Mary's draws its breath. Salah against McCarthy, 3-2. Liverpool have now turned it around. They lead by the odd goal in 5. And in the bigger picture, gallivanting forward. And it's Salah, and it's off the inside of the post. Hits the jackpot. Liverpool victorious, City beaten again, the gap at the top.
With Lewis Potter, Semenyo going for goal, and it's pushed around the post by Mark Flecken. Well, he's been a big for Bournemouth, risky pass back, awful pass back, Evanilson in, keeps his composure, and Bournemouth now do lead here this afternoon. It is a gift of a goal. A dreadful mistake, and Evanilson cashes in from Jensen. Collins contesting, he helps it on. Wissa's there, back across goal, and into the back of the net. That long throw pays off for Brentford. So many strings to their bow, and it's yet another goal for Yohan Wissa. But the Bournemouth... It's rolled to Christie, who plays it to Kluivert. Really well worked, and Kluivert is in here! It is a wonderfully crafted Bournemouth set piece. And not for the first time this season, Brentford carved open. Justin Kluivert celebrates. There is so much to it. Well, Tony referencing that brilliant Ryan Christie goal against Arsenal. Add that to the list as Damsgaard pulls Brentford level. What a response! Bournemouth switch off. They say you're at your weakest just after you score. There's a case in point. Up to now, Wissa is in here for Brentford. Yohan Wissa! And for the first time this afternoon, Brentford lead. Yohan Wissa strikes again. Brentford 3, Bournemouth 2.
We are being treated to one great game of football.
Stirring stuff here at the G-Tech Community Stadium, and it is Switch of play from Norgard to find Mbumo, tiptoeing his way into the Newcastle box, and Mbumo! Dazzling goal from Brian Mbumo. Brentford strike first, they strike early again. They just feel unbeatable here at the G-Tech. Fantastic start for Thomas Frank's team. Lovely touch on the edge of the area. Murphy just opens up for him here, and it's headed in by Alexander Isak. Newcastle draw level in no time at all, and it's another goal for Alexander Isak, who is red hot right now. Sun's in there, and it'll break for Bruno Guimaraes, just wide. Well, it's sat up so inviting.
End up in the top flight, I know how that feels.
Cheaply given away, Wissa. Still Yohan Wissa! Curled home sumptuously. It's a fabulous goal. It's another goal for Yohan Wissa. Nine for the season for him now as well as this game. Also though on the front foot again here. Murphy pulls it back. Harvey Barnes. Still Harvey Barnes. 2-2. Well, he squeezed it in the far corner, and yet again Newcastle find a quick response to falling behind, and yet again Harvey Barnes is on the score sheet against Brentford. Igor the target, ball runs through to Collins! Brentford back ahead! For the third time today they lead. Striking from a set piece. Now this time, can they hold? Norgard and Mbumo does well. Links up with Sharda. Still Kevin Sharda. Game over. It is another fantastic afternoon here at the G-Tech for Brentford, who finally find the fourth to wrap this one up and put it on ice. No one could challenge. Brian Mbumo starring on an afternoon when the goals came once again here at the G-Tech.
Gravenberg, Gakpo!
He's having a go at Rasmus Højlund.
Gravenberg away from Manu. Gravenberg! Oh, we call that swing. Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez! Thunders it in for Manchester United at Anfield! A goal rare and precious! Back. McAllister. Gakpo! Fabulous goal! Amongst the men of Liverpool's moment, Cody Gakpo stepped up. Fernandes could come down here for Salah, and there are handball questions.
I think his hand was high.
Again from Garnacho. Garnacho's cross. And well, that shakes it up again. Manchester United are not going away. Is Joshua Zirkzee. Maguire has cleared the crossbar. That is a fallen head. That is a belting football match in the finest traditions. Kanji got into trouble. It's played forward here for Kai Havertz. Odegaard! Arsenal are out of the blocks. Marmoush into the mix, brilliant reaction.
That's
from
another save. What a save.
Ortega's given it away, and Kai Havertz has pulled it wide.
He didn't want it. I'm telling you, the first one that he passes.
Complication to Foden. Savinho. Haaland! One big touch.
Oh, wrong way. He needs to go for Gabriel, surely. He's not done though.
Erling Haaland insists on his moment. And but it's phenomenal effort. Thomas Partey running! And Arsenal have their lead back in a trice.
Well, this game's
in now. Rice. Miles Lewis Skelly! Stunning! The boy becomes a man! And Martinelli at full lick. Havertz.
Such a big moment for him.
And Arsenal. Beautiful switch. Harry. What a hit! What a hit! What a star! What a game! What a stream! They do so with vigour and zest and style. They do so extravagantly.
Onana Tambo. It's going to be a tap-in for Ipswich. Dormer is nowhere. It's run into the net by Philogene. And Ipswich have gone and scored at Old Trafford in the opening minutes. Add that to the catalogue of errors from the goalkeeper. Ipswich farmed away comfortably by Palmer. Maguire was sharp enough to get the header, and it was close to being on top. Bruno Fernandes at pace, a great ball. Manchester United's set piece pays off perfectly. They went for it. He's not claiming it. All the hard work was done with the quality from Bruno Fernandes. A huge side height on this one. Palmer can't get through the crowd. Has to get down and block it on the line. Below, second time, did it return it in. And Manchester United have turned it round in just, 3-4 minutes. They go in front 2-1.
Come across that many times in the Premier League. This.
Oh, it's a great looking ball. It's gone right through. Onana. Philogene lifted it in there. Delap went for it. The ball went on its merry way to the net, and Ipswich Town have levelled it at 2-2. And Ipswich. And again, Maguire does it. That's better than they could have hoped for at the start of this second half. Manchester United are back in front. Manchester United win, but what a way to get it done. Only the 5th Premier League win for Amorim.
Villa's back line. Oh, given away by Garcia to Diogo Jota and Salah. Aston Villa punished.
So he sets it up, but this from Garcia is terrible. I feel for him. He's just trying to play out. It's straight to Jota. Presence of mind just to do that. He can't miss.
He's got a piece of it. McGinn reloads. Tyrone Mings is still there. It came out to Tielemans!
Canate got something on it to half clear it, and then the ball got recycled. And when it comes back in,
Digne measures one. Watkins! Ollie Watkins on the cusp of half-time, and Villa have turned it right round.
It's on the back of a couple of defenders.
Shota! Oh! Hit the top of the bar.
Well, that's him at his best. He does feet.
And Salah's beyond Dean, and he set it for Alexander-Arnold! It's 2-each on the hour!
Well, Liverpool win it back, deep in their own half. Alexander-Arnold into Akers. And if you're going to dive in on Salah, make sure you win the ball.
Daniel Marlon, he's still going. Marlon! Oh! The moment, engaging football match, full of tension, full of jeopardy, full of goals. Liverpool got the first.
It goes by Munoz, and they've got Ismail Assar in here, and Mateta's coming in, and so is Eze! And Crystal Palace take the lead inside 8 minutes at the Etihad, and they were sliced open there, Manchester City. Incisive football from Crystal Palace, and Eze with a tap-in to make it Manchester City 0, Crystal Palace 1.
And I think he's onside, you know, to one
way. And they've got this corner here, which is dangerous and in. Well, I think Chris Richards got the final touch, and Edison was flapping at that. And Crystal Palace double their lead after 21 minutes at the Etihad, and that's such a sloppy goal for Manchester City to concede.
I can't believe it, actually. It's just a straightforward.
Bruyne, and he's going to get a second go. It's in! Oh, he's hit the post! Brilliant effort from De Bruyne. Dean Henderson was beaten. Hits it well enough and scores! Well, you wonder how many more times we will see Kevin De Bruyne score for Manchester City. But they needed something from their talisman to drag themselves back. Glancing header from McAtee is just wide.
Should score. should score.
The defender couldn't have a nibble. Kevin De Bruyne. Unkai Gundogan missed his kick. Coming in 2-2. Omar Marmoush. The Etihad erupts and Pep Guardiola conducts the orchestra. And Omar Marmoush scores an Etihad goal again. And in the Kevin De Bruyne, a great touch. De Bruyne's in. Oh, he's fired. It's over. And it would have been remarkable if Manchester City went in and halved it in. Nico O'Reilly's in behind, and O'Reilly pulls it back, and here's De Bruyne, and it's Kovacic! It's 3-2 to Manchester City! And this is inspirational from Kevin De Bruyne, who teed that up quite brilliantly for Kovacic.
It's a brilliant pass.
Big ball. And it's taken here by McAtee, and he's around Henderson, and it's going to be 4. Well, straight away, some of the City players go to celebrate with their goalkeeper. It's a spectacular celebration from McAtee, but the pass from Ederson was remarkable. It's not the first time we've seen him do it for James McAtee, looking to take on Ben Chilwell. Chris Richards with the header. Nico O'Reilly, that's a brilliant finish. Well, everything this teenager does in Manchester City blue seems to turn to gold, and that's a quite outstanding goal from Nico O'Reilly, 5-2. And that's a quite remarkable comeback for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. All smiles with Oliver.
Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own.
Most of his return to the starting lineup. Ayari! What a fabulous strike that was from Yassine Ayari. His first Brighton goal. And he won't score many better than that. Fulham. Southgate hits the crossbar. Bowen, no one's gone with him. Jared Bowen puts it in a great area, and Kudus puts it in the back of the net. Well, Brighton switched off, and Mohamed Kudus and West Ham cashed in. 1-1. Wan-Bissaka gave that everything, but Verbruggen was his equal. Wan-Bissaka finding Bowen. And in! Thomas Soucek stoops. And for the first time, West Ham lead at the Amex. Down the left now. That's Gomez. Bruder's across there. Mitoma! Well, West Ham had the lead. West Ham could not hold the lead. For the second week in a row, Karuma Timer off the bench to score for Brighton. 2-2. Scene. Baliba. Baliba! And what a win it is to come from behind in the last.
Odegaard to play it in, and Bukayo Saka to roll it wide. And there was no flag.
No, there was no flag. As that ball was played in front of him, didn't look across.
Robertson Gakpo!
He's made up for it.
Nails it near post. And the champions are in front. Celebrations here a fortnight ago. Soberslai's onside, and Diaz can walk it in for 2. They're on a high, and some.
I think I mentioned it in the first 5 minutes. There were signs that the Arsenal on the ball.
Diaz. Curtis Jones!
Well, we're seeing an exhibition from
Trossard.
Great chance they just had.
Trossard in, and Gabriel Martinelli has nudged Arsenal back to within 1.
Oh, well done, Mikel Arteta. Well done, Arsenal.
Saka. Martin Odegaard! Alisson got across. Marino followed it in, and Arsenal are level. Well, they have dug deep for that.
Well, Alisson's...
And Robertson has lifted it high and wide. Martin Odegaard! Within inch, especially to Arsenal, for turning that into the contest it became. Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own.
Emil Smith Rowe, one touch and fires towards goal. Comfortable enough for Mark Flecken. Looking to burst around the outside of Lewis Potter. He manages to cross Jimenez's header, and there's nothing that Mark Flecken can do to keep it out. Delayed reaction from the Fulham supporters, who didn't realise it had gone in, but it's goals in successive games for Raul Jimenez. Heavy touch, loses possession. Wissa rolls it to Brian Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo round the outside and into the back of the net. Brentford back level. Brian Mbeumo doing what he does best. So much space. Schade on his way. Now, did he get caught? Did he get caught? Penalty to Brentford. It's Leno. Up he steps, and it's kept out by Bernd Leno. And for the first time, great distance once again, flicked towards the back post, and it's in. A look towards the assistant, but for now the goal stands. Johan Wissa wheels away. Well, Brentford can hurt you in so many ways, and it's the long throw from Michael Coyote which paid. Doesn't quite work out, but still opportunities here for Fulham. Tete's cross deflected, and they've got themselves level through Tom Cairney. Another twist to this derby, and it's a game that Tom Cairney knows the meaning of so much. Harry Wilson picks up possession, weaving, working his way inside. Fabulous finish! And in just a matter of minutes, Fulham have gone from 2-1 down to 3-2 up. And it's Harry Wilson against Brentford once again. Sent back in by Jensen. Norgard rising! Kept out by Bernd Leno. Stunning reaction saved here today, and it's Harry Wilson yet again who sinks Brentford. A stunning.
Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own.
Into Cody Gakpo, has a very good record against Brighton this season, and he very nearly kept it going. That is not far off top. Time. Cushion ball into Conor Bradley, who's got through Adingra, and Bradley can pull it back, and Harvey Elliott puts Liverpool in front. Well, it's a beautifully crafted goal, tucked away from no range by Harvey Elliott. Great touch from Mohamed. Drifts inside, and it's right across the face of goal from Bradley. Adingra and Welbeck, just wide.
Cautious on it.
Gruda beautifully over the top of the Liverpool defence and into the net from Yassin Ayari. It's a lovely goal. Very tidily finished by the Swede. And it was a lovely ball floated over the top of Szoboszlai for Elliott. Back to the Hungarian. Whoa, what a finish that is! Dominic Szoboszlai puts Liverpool back in front. Well, Verbruggen would appear to be hurt. It's Welbeck, it's pushed away by Alisson. It's a very well hit. Great pace from Gakpo, and Salah! Plenty forward here, lovely ball. Danny Welbeck, Alisson there again, Mitoma! 2-2! Kaoru Mitoma played some good stuff to O'Reilly. Fist across and in! Brighton 3, Liverpool 2. Jack Hinchelwood has scored, blows his whistle, and Brighton and Hove Albion have won this game.
Still will to swing it in. Space for Kudos. Good save for Vicario. 10 minutes in, first big. Can they find the angle? Son! Oh, it was bending, it was curling, it was agonisingly. Bowen. Udogi's got to be careful in the penalty area. Must be for Kudos! West Ham United score! Well, Kudos' shot was saved by Vicario in a similar position a few minutes ago. This time, the Canadian. Udogi. That's brilliant. And he was almost in again. Brennan Johnson within a whisker. Kulusevski. Trying to get it onto that left boot of his, and he catches out the keeper. It hit both posts on the way in. But Dan Kulusevski makes it 1-1. His second Premier League goal of the campaign.
Great goal. Terrific.
To hush descending over Tottenham Stadium as they wait to see what the team can do here. Udogi arriving is Bissouma! Patience pays for Spurs. A slow, concentrated build-up, but the opportunity did eventually arrive. And Yves Bissouma, who also scored in the win over Everton here. Crowd on the edge of their seats. Son! It's an own goal to Debo after it was spilled by Areola. 2 goals in 2 minutes have turned this game around for Tottenham.
Just about
infield of it. Todibo is the defender. This is Son Heung-min back in the team today. Back in the goals today. Tottenham turn the screw. 4-1 now.
And those subs still awaiting.
Comes to an end. What a satisfactory afternoon for Ange Postecoglou. Tottenham looked at their
White's ball is a beauty, and Saka's onto it. He checks away from Robertson. Lashes Aston in front. Bukayo Saka makes his mark again at once. Oh, Marino's lost it. Salah's onto it. And sweeps it wide. Alexander-Arnold with the corner. It got its flick, it got its touch from Virgil van Dijk, right on the line, and Liverpool are level. A captain's goal apiece.
Oh, I said the game had a good feel to it.
And Rice flings it in.
Set piece, coach.
Alexander-Arnold, that's beautifully weighted. That's Nunez, and that's Salah, and that is 2-2.
Oh, his passing was wayward, but not anymore.
will be glad to shake hands. Mutual satisfaction, if not quite complete. Vino gliding gorgeously and playing in Erling Haaland to complete a dazzling City century. The phenomenon, 100 goals in a flash. Side of the ball, both have already caught the eye. Gundogan! He saw a glint of light at the near to drive at Walker and set it back for Calafiori. Oh, it's a beauty! What a strike! What a moment for Ricardo Calafiori to introduce himself to England's big league. Saka takes, Gabriel's in there! Absolutely unstoppable! A force of muscular nature! And Arsenal lead on the champions patch! Lifts it in, Haaland's up, scooped away by Raya, Bernardo Silva high! Raya plunged again. Grealish. Kovacic! It's 2-2! At the very last!
Oh, it's gone off between the benches.
Out. A warmth of handshake which contrasts hugely with a...
Trossard. And there's Martinelli! Double attempt at a save. Goal! It did cross the line. Referee looked at his wrist and the device told him that that should count. And after an arm wrestle of first... And Trossard!
Great pressure.
Trossard punches across, which is turned in with aplomb via the goalkeeper by Kai Havertz. And Arsenal have some breathing space.
Brilliant, brilliant football from Leandro Trossard once more.
Digne. Nice. Tielemans, very nice. Villa back in it at 2-1.
What a brilliant delivery that is from Luca Digne. Wow, talk about on a sixpence. That's a fantastic...
Ramsey tried to square it for Rodgers, and it came to Yuri Tielemans.
Wow.
It flips the outside of the post. That's useful, that's very useful. And Ollie Watkins, who is about to be substituted in favour of John Duran, has erased Arsenal's 2-goal advantage.
What a brilliant ball in this time from...
Clever. Trossard!
Oh! Wow! What a chance!
As Liverpool scored 2 in stoppage time to win, Arsenal have frittered away a 2-goal advantage.
Spurs Chelsea has a mood of its own. Maddison, Solanke, Brennan Johnson! The joy of 6 in a row! He just can't help himself. Mitoma, aimed it at Welbeck! Timo Werner, and James Maddison, it's wriggled in! And the Spurs smile broadens. It's a nasty moment for Bart Verbruggen, who can only hang his head. But Madison... Kadiolu. Oh, that's a fair header from Danny Welbeck. Brennan Johnson's hungry and in the mood. And this time fires high. Stupinian. And Mitoma Udogie left it. And Minter belted it in. And Brighton have a live interest. Kaoru Mitoma. Jorginho Rutter! It's a whole different place! Rutter. And Warner! That's just crazy! Inexplicable, but great.